I was watching a video on TikTok and it showed one of the influencers out of Jamaica. And this influencer um, was basically, he simply related that the late, great Jimmy Cliff, reggae singer, also who was knighted by the former Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth, was on well what he referred to as the white stuff. Now, I suspect that based on this TikToker's platform and generally um, his general content that he puts out, and the fact that he just um, put it out and it coincides with um, Jimmy Cliff um, passing. I suspect that that might be clickbait or to cause controversy, for views and so on and so forth, and to push up his algorithm. But nevertheless, um, you know, I suspect that that was his reason for doing so. He can't cause harm to Cliff anymore because Cliff, well, has now transitioned. Um, it may be true. It may not be. I don't know. I haven't did any research to see if Cliff himself has gave any commentary on this. Um, I don't know if there's any commentary by other persons to support the assertions made by this TikToker. But that's not really my point. My point is obviously uh, this TikToker, I'm thinking, is banking on um, what should I call it? He's banking on the stigma, because when we deal with stigmas, it is very polarizing when it comes to people, and stigma, any form of stigma that is brought up, uh, is usually will garner a lot of attention. But my thing is stigma um, is developed in within certain cultures. You will find, for example, um, out here in the West Indies, uh, Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, and general West Indies surrounding areas, most people smoked um, marijuana. At some point, um, the certain persons would have taken um, um, cocaine and then crack cocaine and so on and so forth. Now, Jimmy Cliff, like I said, I have no proof to support her or anything whether Cliff is on this stuff. But my thing is, during Cliff's time, uh, him being around in music circles in the 60s and 70s and straight up, prior to the time, prior to the rise of um, the Reagan administration in their fight against crack cocaine. Now we gotta remember the CIA. It's proven fact records that the CIA put crack cocaine in the neighborhoods, and it put it squarely in the hands of the circles, in the hands of minorities. That is an undisputable fact. So let us not um, play around here. And while simultaneously doing that, we got to remember that there was this three strikes you're out. And all of a sudden, there's this clap rise in um, in penalties for the using of crack cocaine. So, wow, how ironic. But my one of my points here is that the stigma was not attached to cocaine in general, right? Within the general uh, minds of the collective of the West Indies. Most of us didn't even know what cocaine was, right? Now, that stigma was not there, but eventually, it eventually grew within the society when people started to see the effects that crack cocaine would have on various people in the community, plus the programs that were then instituted and brought out um, and stuff, which were all funded by the United States and in some cases um, the UK governments to push this out here. Um, this awareness, this drug awareness. No, no, of course I am for drug awareness. Definitely am. Uh, but my point is the I have to stress the stigma was not there. Then the stigma took time and developed. So my thing is that